கொஞ்சோனே உங்க வீடியோ தெரியும்.
Good evening to all. We'll start soon.
உங்களுக்கு விளக்கத்தை சொன்னேன்.
Good evening, Perumal sir. Could you connect?
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening. Hope my
Yeah,
voice is
okay,
audible
sir.
to you.
Shall we start, sir, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. A pleasant good evening to dear distinguished speaker of the day, respected principal in charge, Dr. John Prince Soundarnayagam, head and associate professor, Department of Physics, dear head of the department of our college, our department, esteemed faculty members from various institutions, staff and scholars. It's a very proud moment to inaugurate this 5-day online international faculty development program. So today we are going to start the first day session. Every reward there is a toil. So now just 1 minute, all are requested to pray in silent mode. Thank you. So today's session on efficient research writing, a hands-on training on reference management using Mentally and Sotera. So our today's guest of honor, Dr. Dr. Perumal Raja, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Nagaland University, Kohima campus. So I'm very happy to invite you all to this first day session. So now, to formally welcome and start this inaugural session, I would like to invite our respected head of the department, Dr. N. Marian Nevisoris, to formally welcome the gathering. Over to you, sir, please.
Good evening, honored guests, respected professors, eminent scholars, and students. I feel privileged to welcome all our invited guests of honor on this inaugural session of 5-day online international faculty development program on inclusion of skill-based teaching and learning in commerce, management, and research, starting from today, 19th January to 23rd January 2026 at 6 to 7 p.m. Just before we get started, I would like to express my warm welcome and gratitude to all the eminent personalities who have generously helped us make this learning platform as memorable one. First and foremost, let behold the dwelling place of Almighty God is with us. I invoke gracious presence of our God Almighty. It is my prime duty to welcome our respected Honorable Secretary through APCB Chokalingam. He is a man of ethics, wisdom, humility, and rendering a dedicated educational service. I am pleased to welcome our esteemed principal, Dr. C. Veerabahu, who is guided and greatly helped us always to bring the academic advancement program for the betterment of the academic community. I am happy to welcome Dr. John Prince Soundarayam, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Physics, Principal in charge for inaugurating this online international faculty development program. He is also keep on mentoring us for the betterment of teaching, learning, and research environment of our college. On behalf of everyone who gathered here, I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. We are very fortunate to have an eminent person in our program today, Dr. Perumal Raja, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Nagaland University, Kohima campus. We are very proud to have such highly skillful educationalist, research expert in our program today. We welcome you, sir, with a lot of happiness. I
Thank
would
you,
like
sir.
to welcome all the faculty members and scholars from different institutions of Tamil Nadu, Sikkim, Assam, Bihar, Kerala, and Gujarat for their active interest towards to gain new knowledge. Also, I welcome all the staff and non-teaching staff, friends, well-wishers for your presence and appreciation. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We welcome you to explore this knowledge learning platform. So it's a time to inaugurate our online FTP program. I invite respected principal in charge, Dr. John Prince Soundarnayagam, sir, to inaugurate this FTP. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Saila. Respected professors, head of the department, Dr. M. Swari, sir, and other learned faculty members, and scholars and other faculty members from the other departments and other colleges. V.O.CHIDAMBARAM College is a postgraduate and a research center affiliated to the Manonmaniam Sundarnar University, Tirunelveli. The college is a remarkable tribute to the Indian freedom fighter and the great Tamil scholar V.O.CHIDAMBARAM. The college is established by the eminent scholar and the philanthropist Kulapati APCB Veerabahu in July 1951. The college has started to cater the educational needs for the youth of the Thoothukudi district, particularly those who are from the disadvantaged backgrounds. College has started as an intermediate colleges with 18 teachers and 196 students who have grown into the titanic proportions, almost a mini university offering more than 50 courses, both UG and PG, vocational courses and professional courses, conventional courses and emerging courses. The Department of the Commerce, I proudly say that this is also celebrating the 75th year, and along with our college, the college is also celebrating this Platinum Jubilee this year. The Department of the Commerce, proud to say that the alumnus of the Department of the Commerce, Dr. Baba Nyanakumar, who is working in the Christ University and an eminent person in the NAAC and the NIRF. Also, like to point out another person, that is Stocklingam. He is a retired Chief Justice in the Madras High Court. So far, the Department of the Commerce has produced 51 PhD, more than 51 PhDs in his schedules, times. The skill courses like shipping and logistics in associated with the DGPT, and also many IT courses also conducted by the Department of the Commerce. So I'm proud to say the Department of the College is doing a remarkable journey in this journey of the V.O.CHIDAMBARAM College. And today is another historical day. The college is, the Department of the Commerce is conducting the 5 days workshop, that is inclusion skill-based teaching, learning in commerce, management and the research. So I like to welcome all the eminent resource persons for the programs. That is today in this session, the lead by the Dr. Perumal Raj, and tomorrow Sri A. Sundaramurthy and Edmund Christopher and Dr. V. Muthukumar and Dr. A. Tamilarasu. So on behalf of the V.O.CHIDAMBARAM College, I welcome all the resource persons for sparing his time and delivering a lecture on that particular day and time. So I congratulate the Department of Commerce, HOD and the faculty members for conducting this 5 days program. So with this short introduction and the note, I inaugurate this program. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir,
you,
for the pleasant inaugural address. Thank you, sir. So now I invite Professor Swarna Ganesh, sir,
Yes,
to
ma'am. Yes.
introduce today's speaker. Over to you, sir.
Sir, good evening. Sir, we welcome Dr. R. Perumal Raja from Nagaland University, Kohima campus, Verima. Sir's profile, he joined this university from 10th October 2023 and he completed his PhD program in commodity derivatives in 2021 and sir completed MBA program in Periyar University 2018, then MSc Psychology 2021 and sir qualified in NET and SLET also. In addition, sir completed a PG Diploma in Statistics and Research Method and certificate courses in NASM, especially SEBI related awareness test and NISM series financial education certificate. Then sir registered GST practitioner. Sir's working experience before this, sir working as an assistant professor in Commerce School of Social Sciences and Humanities, B.S. Abdur Rahman, Crescent Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. So apart from this, sir worked as a research internship in SEBI Department of Economic and Policy Analysis during 2021. Sir expert in research competencies like CMIE database and Bloomberg, Reuters, IndiaStat database like that. Apart from this, SAR software handling SPSS, eViews, Excel and Stata. SAR published more than 13 books in ISBN books and paper publications 7 in conference, workshop, and webinars. SAR arranged 5 programs, workshop, and seminar. SAR worked as a resource person in 11 programs. SARS participation FIP, FDP 9, and SARS participated in the seminars and conference 49. Apart from this, SARS accreditation participated in household survey of inflation expectation by Department of Statistics and Information Management under RBA Chennai in 2017. In addition, SAR participated in 4th India Biodiversity Congress in Pondicherry University, Pondicherry. As well as SAR participated in Budget Wish List 2016 in Pondicherry University. Now I hand over this session to SAR.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
For a nice introduction. It's been a great honor and privilege to be part of this program and this wonderful evening. Such a big August gathering was there. So, and it's been a great privilege for me, and I want to thank this organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity before I start my session. So, I want to thank each one of you for your kind welcome for me for this session. Thank you so much. So I'll start the session. Hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Thank you so much. So today's topic is like efficient research writing and hands-on training on reference management softwares using Manly and Zentero. Like we are going to concentrate on these two softwares, and I don't know within an hour I can able to cover up all the things, but still I have hope that I have 2 sessions in this. Even the first off, I can able to cover up what is the purpose of these softwares and all, and then the second session I can go through. Very fast. I can just cover up all the softwares, what is the purpose and how it is working on. So means we can make these sessions a little interactive. Hope everyone. You can even you can put a message also. Like who can do the research? It's the first and foremost question. Is there any restriction for people or anyone not to do the research? Is there any restriction for a particular person not to do the research? Who can do the research? Anyone, please? Hello? Anyone can do, yes. Actually, in terms of research, it is not only meant for the academicians to do the research or only for the scholars or only for the teachers or something. Even anybody can do, even individual researchers are there, and even in the day-to-day life, we are all doing research. But each and every activity, we are going to go through some research and we are compiling some information and we are doing analysis. But this analysis is simple in matter in the mind itself we are doing, and we are proceeding further. Even if you are going to purchase some item, we are doing some minor research in any item, and then we are just cover up the reviews and how the product was, how it is working. So much of background work we are doing before proceeding the purchase activity. So like that. So, but now second question is that we already know anybody can do the research. Then what about this academic writing? Who can write the academic writings? In terms of academic writing, it is not for everyone, right? Even though people are doing in the YouTube channels, you can see many people will share this, put that word like I'm doing research before putting this, before conducting this video or something like. Before putting the video, they'll say that they have conducted some research over the topic, and then they are just putting us a video. But now, thing is that in terms of academic writing, it is not meant for a actually that is not meant for anybody's academic writing is writing. It refers to it's a style of expression that researchers use to define the intellectual boundary for their discipline and a specific area of expertise. It is mainly meant for the researchers. Only they can do the academic writing, or an academician can do the academic writing. So even people like writing a blog, people are just putting a putting that videos or something, they are not able to write this academic writing kind of thing. So academic writing have a different components that is only done by the academicians only. Okay, so in terms of academic writing, there are four components will be there to be fulfilled. More, first and foremost, one is like it's a big picture that will be considered as a structure and a coherence. In academic writing, we have a system, right? It's a systematic and logically organized content will be there. Each section of the paper has, each section of the paper has like introduction, literature review, methodology, analysis, and conclusion. It has their structure. So this, each and every structure should have a interconnectedness and should be contributed to a single and coherent argument. Okay. So when you're seeing any research article, it is moved towards a particular argument only. You should not divert it to 2-3 topics. And idea should be progress from general to the specific one. Okay. And the transition should be guided to readers clearly. Okay, that is most important thing in terms of the academic writing. Second one is that the tone which we are using in academic writing. So academic writing must be very formal and should be objective and impartial. We should not write the article for partially with the having sense of belonging to someone or somebody or some idea, right? So the personal opinion, emotional expression, and exaggerated claim should be avoided in the academic writing. So that is the most important thing in terms of tone. So when you're giving an alternative viewpoint also, that should be, in a polite way we need to give. So even when you're looking at the papers, you are thinking that the theory which they conducted is, it's not okay with the societal things and all. So we cannot outrightly opposing or rejecting the theory. You cannot say the theory is useless. Instead, you can mention that the theory has limited applicability due to the narrow empirical base. So that kind of opposing argument we can give with the proper evidence. So that is the way we can use the tone and diction. Many times these kind of things we have seen in research article or something like that. What we will do when your people are writing thesis also, what they will do simply whenever having some plagiarism kind of thing, so what they will do, people simply use that right click option in the MS Word and then simply they change the synonyms, like they can use synonyms and use. So there is some problem will be there. So when you're using the diction, means like synonym kind of word.
I would request
Yes.
organizers, please स्पीकर के अलावा जिनकी भी वॉइस आ रही है आप प्लीज म्यूट कर सकते हैं. We are unable to hear the speaker.
Ma'am,
So
Malati,
please
kindly mute your.
participants,
Ma'am, Malati,
mute
kindly.
your mic.
Baby கேட்டாரு. Baby கேட்டாரு.
Achida ma'am,
Madam,
please mute your mic. Yes, sir.
some Malati or someone's. Okay, now it's okay. Fine. Okay,
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Now it's all right, I think. Fine. So, in terms of usage of the word, like academic writing requires the careful selection of the word in terms like the similar meaning may carry different implications. Sometimes, it's most of the time, some, when you're writing the article or something, when you're finding some plagiarized kind of thing, so simply we go for changing the synonym. It should not be the correct. So, sometimes the incorrect word choice will weaken our argument. So, the writer should use the discipline-specific terminology that should be accurately used, like avoid vague or generalized language in the paper or in a thesis kind of thing. So people think, for example, In academic writing, as I said, like you cannot simply give the content, put quotation also in a generalized form. Something you're keeping in generalized form, we have so many meaning over there. For example, I can say people think government rules affects the money matter. So if you're saying that who are they? So instead that you can mention economists argue that. So when you're saying that word, choosing the appropriate word like economists argue that. Government physical regulation influence the macroeconomic stability. That gives them credibility over the researchers. So that is the thing. And second one is language which you are using in the research article. In a research article or in a thesis, we should not use, mostly like abbreviation kind of language. For example, when you are using, for putting that is, we use IE, or for example we use EG or etc. So you should not use those kind of things. So we should, in academic language should be more formal and it should be precise and unambiguous. The sentence must be grammatically correct and well structured, clearly express the relationship between the ideas. So informal expression, contraction and vague pronunciation should be avoided. I can give one example here if anyone can interpret this. PM said GM to, sorry, PM said GM to PM. You have any meaning over it? PM said GM to GM. If anyone interpret this, PM said GM to GM. In a commerce perspective, think. Anyone? Anyone, please? I just repeat the word, means the sentence. PM said GM to GM. Mostly in a message kind of thing, or even these days in a mail also, official mail also, people sometimes they try to write PFA or simply they put GM. So what are the things? Suppose in a financial term or in a commerce background, you can see PM will be considered as a purchase manager or a production manager or project manager, whatever it may be. GM will be considered as a general manager or even good morning. So many contradicting things are there. So if you're giving this kind of short form, it will give so many ambiguous things. People will think so many different, so they have different meaning. People may think differently. They can consider any other meaning also. Right. So yes, that way only I'm trying to say general manager now. So instead general manager we can say, in other form also will be there. When you good morning will be considered as general manager also, GM good morning also. So when we are using the word acronyms and all, you should be very cautious. Instead of using this, we can mention properly that proper exact word itself. And punctuation marks will be very much important. Punctuation plays a very crucial role in meaning and readability of the paper or in an article. Academic writing avoid that expressive punctuation such as like exclamatory marks and all. Hyphens will be used for a compound adjectives and semicolons will be used to link the closely related independent clauses or list complex items. Okay, so most of the time we cannot express our emotion in a research article. It should be in a general. Research article should be in a neutral way only. So and last one, next one is academic convention. So scholarly writing follows so many established convention to ensure the credibility and consistency of the paper. So it should be proper. Intake citation should be there. Reference should be there. Avoid the contractions like don't write like don't. Instead like don't, we can try to write do not. So that will be better instead of writing don't and all. And spell out acronym when you are using the first time. Using heading and subheadings logically. Avoid slangs. Colloquial slangs should be avoided in a literature, in articles and all. And most important thing is evidence-based reasoning. So all academic argument must be supported by credibility and verifiable source such as peer-reviewed journal, books, and official reports. So the most important thing is, for example, we are giving the word like online learning reduce the student performance. So instead of stating this, we can quote a study done by Kumar and Singh 2022 found that prolonged online instruction negatively affects the student engagement and assessment outcomes. So when you are giving this kind of thing, then it will be gives proper evidence to your argument. So that will be benefited for your research, your readers also. So they will feel that you're having your words have more credible. So most important thing in any research article is that giving the evidence. Then how we'll give the evidence? That is important. How we'll give the evidence? We give the evidence by means of standing on the shoulders of the giant. Actually, this is a metaphor given means said by Isaac Newton. So, in the letter to Robert Hooke in 1675, Isaac Newton made this most famous statement: "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of the giant." Okay, which means whatever we are doing as a research today, it is just add-on. It is already done by someone, and we are just doing some topic over it. We are not fully finding something new. For that finding new also, we need to have the proper base. That base will be given by someone else. So that way we are, whenever we are keep on updating the content, then our the giant shows will be bigger and bigger. That we have big giants, and again that knowledge level will be more. So which means when someone is looking beyond from the shoulders of the giant, which means they already know the theories from the down. So what are the giants already seen something? Is if a new researcher just stand on the shoulders of the giant, which means he already read all the content. Yeah, that is called research gap. Fine. That all the content which is taken read from the giants, and then we are applicable. Whether you are seeing this metaphor somewhere else, whether anyone seen the same kind of metaphor somewhere else, standing on the shoulders of the giant. Whether this metaphor, whether you have seen somewhere else. Anyone? This is a place we have seen, stand on the shoulders of the giant. In Google Scholar, this metaphor is there in the search engine box, which means in Google Scholar, what we are searching, which means that knowledge we are gaining, and then we are going to stand on the shoulders of the giant. Now we'll directly go to that part of citation, because citation is most important in terms of research ethics. It's the first and foremost important thing in terms of research ethics is to give the credit to the original source. So for that we need to give the citation. So what is meant by citation? Citation is a way of giving credit to the individuals for their creative and intellectual work. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, someone.
So please, ma'am, mute your phone. Please, ma'am, mute your phone.
It's okay. So citation is a way of giving credit to the individual for their creative and intellectual work that you utilize to support your research. Suppose we are taking some information on the research article, and then we are utilizing that. That is for our further work. Which means
Jaslin ma'am, kindly mute your mic.
Thank you. Okay. So next one is citing a source means that you show within your body of the text that you have content is to be taken, like to words, ideas, figure, image, etc. will be taken from another places. Okay. And citations is a short way to uniquely identify the published work. That will be from where we have taken this contents, like the article, chapter, etc. And citation style give the necessary information related for the particular journal. So every journal is using different kind of citation style. So for example, if people from different background, okay, if people from disciplinary wise conventions are there. For example, people from humanities, we are using MLA, modern language association style, like focus on the author name and page number to highlight the textual analysis. And in terms of social science, we are using American Psychological Association that emphasize the date of the research, which for highlight the reason research was published in the particular area. In terms of science and engineering, for example, IEEE citation style, they use number citation for efficiency and quick reference. So like that, There are so many citation styles are there. I'm just leaving the one question here to you all. You just check or you just verify how many number of citation styles will be there. If just keep the question in your mind and then later I'll ask, then you tell me how many number of citation styles are there. Or even now also we can discuss, because this reference management software, no, the most importantly used because of the different number of citation styles are there. If anyone knows, can you tell me how many number of citation styles we are having? We have. If anyone, please, can you tell me how many number of citation styles we have? I think no limits. Yes, Sir Shivakumar is saying like that. It's fine. Many. It's good. Actually, as per Zotero's reference management software, they are having their, in their software, they are having, almost 10,738 citation styles they are having. So there are different journals using different number of citation styles. So when you are using this kind of software, it will be very useful at a fraction of second. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. Many, but some are mostly used, like especially APA, MLA, IEEE, or one cover, this kind of things. Yes, correct. So that way. So, but when suddenly some journal is telling you to change the citation style, if you are doing manually, it is very difficult to change. But when you are adopting this kind of software, it will be very much useful. So that is the reason why we are going for, yeah. Yes, correct. APA is for commerce. And you know what is referencing? Referencing is like a detailed description of the source of information which that you want to give credit via citation. When something you are given as a citation, for the detailed description will be there in a reference or bibliographic citation at the end of the paper. So they basically this referencing content having author name, title of the book, article, journal, date of publication, page number, volume and issue numbers, location of the publishing company, DOI, and date of access. So all the things will be. And why we need to cite, and citing and referencing is important. It is important to cite. One is we need to give the credibility to the reader. You have done proper research by listing source, you have get information, value about the information that gives the credibility to the readers. So that is number one. Second one is our responsibility. As a responsible scholar, we need to give a credit to the other scholars and acknowledge their ideas. That is number two. Number three is integrity, to avoid plagiarism by quoting words and ideas used by other authors. And next is trackability. So it will give the, whenever that your readers want to track, right? It allows your reader to track down your source where you have taken the thing. So that way it will give the trackability also. And next is, what we need to cite? You must cite when you are taking any information, facts, figures, ideas, and other information that is not common knowledge, that you need to be cite, and ideas, words, theories, or exact language of other person you are using that is used in a publication, that is also you need to cite. Plus, publication that must be cited include books, book chapter, article, thesis, etc. Another person exact word should be quoted and cited. Give a proper credit of the things. And when you are having doubt, always you can go for citation. Then what not to cite? Something need not to be cited also. As I already said, no need to cite. What is called as common knowledge. So common knowledge means, common knowledge includes information someone easily trace and it is commonly available. For example, there are 24 hours in a day. So to whom we can give this further statement? No. So no, it is a common knowledge, no need to give any citation for this kind of things. And this is the difference between citations and reference management. Citation, like it is there in in main body text itself, and reference is a end list at the end of the article. Shorter form of source we used to write, that will be called as citation. So elaborative form will be referencing. It is a citation includes second name of the researchers, year of publication and page number. And in terms of reference, it includes second name of all the researchers of the publication, title of the article, journal name, volume and page number, all the thing, year of publication, all the things will be there. Verifying source, and is providing navigation to the source, and is an example for that. And there are two basic type of citation. One is called parenthetical citation that is called parenthetical citations having, we'll use, in the in-text citation, we use author name and page number, or author name and the date in a parenthesis, and we'll keep it in the citation part. So that will be called it as parenthetical citation. So mostly this MLA citation, MLA will be used author page referencing style, emphasize page number, right? Mostly this people from humanities and all, they used to quote poetic things or something like so. Those for the thing, they don't want to keep the year of publication. For them, they want only the which page they have taken the particular words. Okay, so suppose they are doing some research on Shakespeare's things, and he's mentioning that Shakespeare page number 48 something. So author name will be there, and the page number of the particular things will be there. From which page number the particular line was taken, that kind of citation will be there. So they more concentrate on the which page number, or the line number, or the section number, or which the content which was taken, rather than a publication year in the parenthetical reference, because these disciplines often engage in the textual analysis, other forms of research that make heavy use of quotation, emphasize the researcher's reading in a particular text and edition. Second one is hardware thing, that will be called it as author date publication, which we are commerce people and management people and we are using, like social science citations. Social science of people also using, that will be APA style or Chicago author date citation or CSC name year citation. So are used in the discipline that place particular emphasize that amount of information and what is the recent research is going on in a particular area. We want to know what is happening in the recent area. So that is the reason. Is another thing we are using author date citations. Okay, and especially this kind of social science research, and we are most emphasized on the recent research, what is happening at present. Because sometimes old theories and all sometimes may be outdated also. So that is the reason why we are recently what is happening. Suppose we are working on the stock market thing. When you are reading some paper in 2020, what is happening? These days it might be outdated. What is the purpose of reading 2020? But the theory is required. But what is the what is happening at present? That is also most important. That's why the recent article should be kept in our research, so that way we are able to cover up everything, right? And one more thing, it's an addition for you. Like in all subject or in entire discipline of research in the worldwide. In every minute, and an average, there are 10 research articles getting published. So you just see enormous research articles are getting published. In every minute, minimum, and an average is not a minimum, and an average 10 papers are getting published in a minute in multiple disciplines. It's not about particular discipline I'm telling about. So you can imagine that many number of papers are coming. So that is the reason for social science researchers, we are mostly concentrating on the recent dates of the research. And number citation is mostly used in the science people, like Oxford footnote or endnote referencing style will be used. Chicago notes are used in a discipline that make heavy use of sources. People working with government data, so this kind of people, government document, legal cases, primary documents. So when you are keeping this kind of document, it will be difficult for them to quote the author name or something. So instead, what they will do, they will put number citation, and they will put in numbers in a bracket, and then they will give the citation in the footnote or endnote. And the next one is Vancouver citation model will be using in medicine kind of things. They will give more number of citations, especially in science background people. They will cite more number of papers when this will give distraction. So every line they will give some citation. So in that case, when people have started reading, they will give more distraction. So to avoid those things, people to make the people to read easily the content for them. Because of that, they give the number citation. So this is a discipline-wise citation. For arts, mostly we use Chicago notes kind of thing. So in that also we have so many options. Chicago notes and MLA format, all the things are there. In terms of humanities, MLA, Chicago notes in the combination they are following. In terms of social science, we are also following Chicago author date, APA, Chicago author date again. So based on our discipline, we are following different kind of citation style. But in terms of social science, we are following mostly APA. So again, the same. And most commonly used citation style, American Psychological Association style, be education, psychology, behavioral science, and social science under they are following. Modern language association style, they are following language, arts, cultural studies, and other humanity disciplines. Chicago manuals style, manual of style, also known as Editor's Bible, or Turbine style. They are using literature, history, arts, business. Even business people also using sometimes Chicago manual style. And American Medical Association used for medical industry. And Associate Press style book is known as Journal's Bible. So they are using for publication industry. So most important thing about integrating a source. So integrating a source is well into our own writing means clearly indicating that. So, when are even giving a quotation, also the quotation won't speak as itself, or the quotation won't speak for us. What will happen then? That when we need to use the words to integrate the source with our content. So that integrating source will help us what comes from where, which part of your assignment from other source we are using, and where the original can be found. The full reference will be there. In what form? Direct quotation we are using, or partial quotation we are using, or we are doing paraphrasing. So that will be there in terms of integrating a source. And your own sentence on it. Agree. You need to give the when you are using some quotation. Before that, we are agreeing the statement or disagreeing the statement and taking the neutral stand on the statement. All the things will be when you are giving the integrating verbs, or when you are using the integrating the source, it will be, you should be very cautious in what way you are going to produce, and how you are using it, how you understand it, and how your reader should understand the content, how it is relevant for your thinking, and how you are using support your thinking. Means how it is, a particular content is supporting your thinking. And it is integrating the source. You can quote the original words of your source exactly as they were, and if you surround them with the quotation marks, it shows that it is not your words. Suppose when you are citing, so Wisberg 2020, page 46, fails to see any connection between an ability to think critically and survival of American democratic institution. It is in a quotation marks, which means it is not your word. If you are keeping something in full quotation, which means it is Wisberg's word. He said that this is the statement is, you are simply saying this is a statement is taken from Wisberg 2013, page number 46. It's not your word. But here you can see that in terms of fails to see, some S will be kept in a square bracket. Do you know the reason? Anyone? What is why we need to keep something in a square bracket? Anyone, please? Hello, please.
No, sir.
Okay, so that here you can see here that particular S, that something will be there in a square bracket, which means that particular word will be you kept by your own to integrate the source. Because Wisberg, when you are putting fails, then only the word will be formed properly. That S will be used as your word. You are using the S alone in the quotation mark. Something will be quoted. Inside you want to add something that should be kept in a square bracket. If you are keeping in a square bracket, that will be considered as not the particular content in the square bracket is your words. Okay, remaining things will be taken from someone's. So this is a integral form of citation. Integral form of citation in the sense author name and the date and year, and will be integrated with the content. Suppose you are removing that author name, okay, source from that word won't have a meaning. For example, Donna Harvey, among other scholars, argue that knowledge is embodied and studied something. If you are removing the author name, that word, that entire statement has no meaning. It directly starts among other scholars. What does that mean? And it is the part of current agenda and the social things. If you are removing that author name, and if you are removing here also that last, Barley things, and also one cross-sectional study may support this hypothesis was conducted by Kutsik and Barley. So this kind of things, if you are removing the author name from that, if you are removing the source from that, the sentence has no meaning. So it will be considered as a integrating. This is non-integrating source. which means author's name will be kept at end. There is no linking word between this. So even if you're removing the author name, also the sentence have the same meaning. Okay. Since of shortage of time, I'm going a little fast. So reporting verbs will be very important. So in this three statement, you can see there are in this three statement having different meaning, right? The meaning will be what you're thinking, whether the meaning is same or different. So first thing, see, any states that critical thinking is fundamentally the correct assessing of the statement. 1964. Here you see the correct assessing of statement is only the any statement. Remaining things will be integrating, so they are using some integrating verbs and all. So can anyone say what is the difference between these three statements? Do you have any idea? Otherwise I'll go. Since the inauguration taken 20 minutes, I'll take the 20 minutes. I'll finish the session by 7:20. Please, anyone? Among these three statements, you are finding any difference? Anyone, please?
So somewhere there is other sentence that suppose that there must be a supposition for that could be considered, and somewhere it is like a factual that it is the as the correct assessing of this. There in some sentence that is the first one you are focusing that is fundamentally the correct, that is you are
Okay.
focusing the basic thing of that thing.
Okay, fine. So yes, so here that is the thing. As I said earlier, the quotation won't speak for you. You need to speak even for the quotation. When you're keeping something in a quotation, and what your reader should understand from that. So you are going to say something to that. First one is, for example, first statement they use the reporting verb here is states, which means that it states is a fairly a neutral word, but indicating that you feel that the cited view is statement of fact and therefore you're agreeing. That's why your thinking is fundamentally that words are will be coming. So you are agreeing the statement here, the correct assessing of statement. Second one is they mention claim. Claim means it indicates that your thinking is just the viewpoint of NAAC. It's not mine. NAAC only claims that critical thinking should be considered as the correct assessing. So here they are using the word claim, which means it is NAAC's word. It's not my word fully, right? So she is only claiming that I'm disagreeing. So also that kind of view. Third one is Third statement is they are mentioned describe. Describe is mentioned here is in past tense. So when you have something is mentioned, it is described as a neutral word, but it's mentioned in the past tense. It indicates that you think this view is outdated and no longer having a current. It will be applicable for a current situation. So this is the reporting words, the same content, but the reporting words change, and your entire the way you are presenting the data to your readers will be getting changed. So that's why I'm saying in academic writing you should use the appropriate word, and again using a present tense, past tense, and even synonyms also give different meaning, right? So you should be very much clear when you're using the reporting words. So in terms of integrated citation, the reporting words for a different discipline will be, say, for example, in terms of philosophy, mostly they using the reporting verbs like say, suggest, argue, claim, all the thing. And in terms of sociology, they use argue, suggest, describe, note, like that. So according to this discipline, also most different frequency of reporting words will be used. Okay, now coming to the point, why we need the citation, this kind of softwares, because most of the time the research, first and foremost thing these days, editors, they check about the citations and references will be done properly or not, because we need to give the proper credit to the original author. So if we are failing here itself, then our paper getting published will be very difficult. See, even sometime when you're doing something in manually, you may miss one small full stop, we may not know, right? That kind of difficulties will be there, and that's the reason you can see this editor comments here. They mention author, please provide full reference. Or delete the text if it is not required. So here the reference is not fully given properly. That is the reason why they are mentioning. When you are using the proper citation, reference management tools, and that will be very much useful. the software itself will create the bibliographic things and also it won't miss any full stop or comma. But if you are doing something manually, some people will do citation by means like directly they will go to Google Scholar and then go for a site and they will copy and they will paste. It's okay, that's correct. But sometimes when you are copy pasting, we may miss one small full stop. We may not know where we miss the full stop also. That will be, when they will check it in any software and all, then obviously it shows it's not cited properly. Then again, this kind of reviews comment will get. And again, it's like author please provide page number in the citation. See, the journal name was given, volume number is given, everything is given, but they missed the page number properly. So again, they are giving the comment. So again, when we are taking something from a database, you should give when the date, when you have accessed the particular site. That is most important. If you miss the date, again the citation issue will be there. But when you are doing manually, what we'll do, directly we'll go for a URL and copy paste the URL. It is not like that. When you're doing citation properly, that URL will come with the date, time also it will come. Right? Yeah. So yes, assessing the accuracy of the sources, correct? So that editor's comments, most of the editor's comment will be these kind of things also will be there, right? And same article with a different citation style. I just taken from Google only. See, first in terms of MLA citation style, they are not giving all the author's name, only Perumal Raja et al. And implication of this one. So, but in terms of APA style, all the authors' names will be there. Perumal Raja, Natarajan, Nalagaraja, Tyagarajan, all the names will be there. And in terms of third format, Chicago format, also you see everything will be similar, but year will be changed. In terms of APA style, after author name, year will be there, but in terms of Chicago, year name, year of publication will be at the end. In terms of hardware citation, again they mention page number, EP they will mention here. So this kind of changes will be there. In terms of one cover, there is no comma or full stop between the names. But in terms of APA style, there is comma, full stop, so many things in terms of name. So if you are missing one full stop or one comma also, it will be because no one is checking manually whether you are doing all the things or not. So when they are putting in a software, they will check and they will say, they will feel like you are not cited the content properly. So that kind of error will occur. So try to cite with the software. That is the reason why we are, discussing with the software and all. And yeah. And there are different reference management tools will be there, like Mendeley is there, EndNote is there, BiblioShine is there, BiblioSony is there, and Zotero is there. So many citation referrals are there. Even in MS Word also we can do citation manually. So we can copy paste and then we can do it manually. So many reference management softwares are there and you can use it. And it's a comparison, and manually up to 2 GB is free. After that, we need to go for purchasing, but we are not going to add that much of document in that. So up to 2 GB is enough for us. And Zotero is free and open source. You can use it like but it is mostly used as a desktop version. Whatever you are adding as a paper, it will be that time you should open your desktop app. Then only it is automatically added in a desktop and it will be stored in your computer only. That way only it will connect. Okay. So that is the difference between Mendeley and Zotero. And this is the key functions of the reference management software. We can collect e-resource and we can organize and read and maintain in the notes and cite e-resources, generate bibliography easily one click, and collaborate with others. So these are the key functions of the reference management softwares. So yeah. With this, the presentation part I stop, then I'll directly go to the software. If you have any doubt, we can discuss for a minute. Anyone? If you have any doubt, we can discuss in this entire presentation. Otherwise, I'll go directly to the Mendeley. And when they're introducing, they miss one point. I'm an official Mendeley advisor, so I can promote Mendeley also that way, but I'm just adding Zotero also. If people want to know about Zotero also, they can know it's an open source. That's the reason I'm just telling both the softwares, right? If anyone have any doubt, we can discuss for a minute.
At the end, we make our discussion, sir. Now
Fine,
we will.
fine. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, fine. Now I'll directly go to the Manly software. Sorry, Manly. Okay. So I'll share the screen again. Okay, so directly you type it in Google like Manly. So when you're typing Manly, it will go to Manly homepage. Go to Manly homepage, and you just sign in here, and again you download for Windows. So these two things are important. So one is download for Windows. You can download Manly for your Windows laptop, and you can download and keep. If you are downloading, you will get this kind of. So this is a Manly desktop app. Okay, so this way it will be there, and okay, so here directly once you log in and you download the Manly for free. Here one more advantage also there in terms of Manly. Manly is basically belongs to the Elsevier. I know about Elsevier and all. This belongs to Elsevier. So you have so many research article access also. Even you can search the articles here like in Google Scholar. So in this case, you may get so many articles related to your area. Many open access papers also available in this Manly. So you have added advantage. Even you can. Again, I'm saying you can search the article in Manly website itself. For example, I'm just first I already told you like you can download Manly for free. If you are giving this download option, it will get download. So there are two things: Manly for Windows, you can download, and if you are having MacBook and all, you have a Manly MacBook, and if you are having Linux of OS, and you can use Linux also. And once it is done, then automatically, again, you need to log in this Manly app also like this. Once you log in, this is your dashboard you can see. So it has like, you can add the reference, and you can see the content which you are having, okay, all the reference which you are having, and what are the content recently added, and what are the things you recently read, and what are the favorite articles which you have. Suppose some articles will be considered it's like important paper for us, so we can add those things. And if you are having any of your own publication, you can add that one also. And main thing is in terms of Manly, you can create the collections also. As I said that it is available up to 2 GB. You can from anywhere you can access in one laptop. Suppose you are keeping one laptop in home, you can access that one. Even in your office or computer also, you can go and open with the Manly ID. You can access the same content. Automatically both will get synchronized. So it will be easy for us to synchronize, download and keep the article for your based on the research. So for example, for me, I'm just keeping 3 collections. One is about corporate governance, one is about CSR, corporate social responsibility, and next one is voluntary and mandatory corporate social responsibility, all the things. So according to our requirements, we are creating the collections. We can create the collections, and most importantly, we can create the research scholar group. Suppose in some time we are collaborating our works, no? So even as you know, I'm working in Nagaland. Have a friends in Pondicherry, and some people are working in Pondicherry University. So I want to collaborate with them. So how I do when you're doing collaborative works and all, no need to download and share the article with them. So instead, we can create a group. Like for example, I create the group here, voluntary and mandatory CSR. So and go to manage group, and you can add. Actually, here up to 25 members we can add as a research group, and then we can share the article. No need to share manually. Whenever you're adding the article in the particular group, automatically it will be shared to the other person. So these are the important things we are having here in terms of Manly desktop app. So now you'll see how we can add the article in it. Okay, so I'm going fast, I know, but still at least you can go through some YouTube videos and all for a proper, got a detailed understanding and all, but I'm just showing you how it is works. And one most important thing at present in terms of Manly is integrated with AI. So we have one big advantage is if you want to read the article, previously what we'll do, we'll read the full article and then we'll go for a discussion. But now it's not required. Even we have a reading assistant also. Suppose when you're having the paper, reading assistance also, group, so you can directly go to the article. For example, here. Okay, so you go to the article and you can click the particular article and just summarize the PDF. Automatically, if you are having the PDF file in this particular folder, because of you, mentally itself will read the article with the proper citation, and then he will give the essence. And you can ask the follow-up questions also. And even mentally itself will suggest a follow-up question. Even if you want any particular questions also, you can give it to them. And automatically, mentally will read and give the essence of the article. So that will help us to get the key content from the particular paper in fast. But my suggestion is that try to read the article fully and create the notes. When you're creating the notes, automatically will be there in the Mendeley itself. So you can manage the article. And again, how we can add the article in the Mendeley website? There are options. You just directly go to Mendeley website. As I said earlier, you can go Mendeley. In Mendeley itself, you can search the article. This kind of options is not there in Zotero. Zotero will be, you can use Google Scholar or any even web page itself, you can cite in Zotero. But in terms of Mendeley, we have some additional features like you can get the article from Mendeley itself. Suppose you want to know some article related to CSR. And then I search. If I'm searching CSR, I have almost I got 1,06,972 papers, but I want only the recent articles. So in 2026 itself, related to CSR, almost 114 papers. So only 19 days. Within 19 days, almost we have 26 new articles. 114 articles will be added here. So here, as I said earlier, we have more open access articles will be available in Google, Mendeley. So that advantage is there. So you can easily get the content from here also, right? Okay, so there are some articles will be there like abnormal CSR and financial performance. If you are looking that if you feel that you need this article, you can simply click view in library. So automatically it will get added in the reference management tool, right? So automatically go to software and you will get synchronized automatically. This is an advantage in terms of Mendeley, and you can view the PDF and then you can add also, right? This way you can add your the papers in your Mendeley reference management softwares, right? Otherwise, directly you can I know you are in the mood of leaving or not, I don't know, but I'm just brush up little fast, but try to listen. Okay, I'm just going to Google Scholar also. In terms of Google Scholar, again, here also I want CSR. So I'm searching CSR, I'll get some paper. So here I can directly, just this is a Wiley paper, I'm just clicking this, maximizing the business return to see corporate social responsibility, the role of CSR communications. Once the paper is open, then automatically it will be added in the Mendeley. Okay, so you can see this kind of web importer. Once you get the web importer, it will show what are the articles will be you open. So automatically it will select it. You just give add. Once you give add, it will be automatically added in your Mendeley stores. So you can see what are the papers will be recently added. So you can see maximum business return from corporate social responsibilities added in 7:14 p.m. All the things, everything will be there. You can click this paper and you can add the note. You can having a notation. You can create, or you can put it in a collection. So all the combination you can do. It's easy to put it in a collection. Also, you can simply drag and drop. It will be added in the particular file. So again, it is easy for us to share the particular paper. Also, you can copy paste in the, means drag and drop in the group. Also, some way it will be added in the group. Also, people automatically get your group members automatically can able to view the papers. So that is one. That is the way we can do. So I just quickly. Do the citation part, how I'll do citations on the for example, simply I want to cite this paper. I'm doing, okay. So in terms of reference management tool, if you want to do citations and all, see, you can see here in terms of Word, Zotero will be pop up here, but in terms of manually, you need to go to referencing and you can go to click manually cite. If you're clicking manually cite, it will get load, again it will get synchronized. So that is the only problem with this manually is you need to get synchronizing, you need to do every time. Yeah. Now it is getting synchronized. Now all the authors' names will be follow up here. For example, this is author content I have taken from here. So I just want to cite this content, insert citation. So automatically these things will get cited. Now once if you are citing this kind of things, okay. And if you want to add one more paper, again you can do that one also. For example, so I'm just summarizing this. Okay. Now I want to cite this. You can search the author name, or you can search the title of the thing. Automatically you can get the author things, right? For example, here you want to cite this paper, Dharma. So when you're typing this way, automatically that's author name will come. So you can click and give that insert citation. Automatically the citation will appear. Now once it is done, then you can go directly to the referencing. How you can give the referencing? You click here, insert bibliography. Right? Click here, insert bibliography. So you can here, you see there are two things, switch to manual updates or keep live updates. Whenever you are adding the article, automatically even after giving bibliography also automatically you get update, but I'm just clicking switch to manual update. So once you give that thing, automatically the author name, Dharmapal and that Bhattacharya, all the things automatically will come. So now already I fixed that citation style will be like APA format. Now I want to change the citation format. Then that one also you can change. So instead of APA style, I can change into IEEE format. By one click, I can update. See that automatically get changed. Or if you want to change the format to one cover format, then you can change the citation style. See, if you are putting one cover, that number citation is coming. Okay. And automatically author name details will be coming. In one click, it will be done easily. But if you're doing manually, it is very difficult. Right? Same like if you're doing something in based on Google Scholar, as I said, like if you want to do it in Google Scholar, here as many people will do go to site here and copy paste from this particular thing. Now, suppose you're you're submitting a journal which is following to APA, it's fine. But suddenly now you have that particular journal got rejected. Now you are sending to other journal, but they are following to Chicago. If again you need to copy paste this format again, it will be very difficult. Instead, what we are going to do, it just if you are using the citation style, it is easy. By one click, you can change to any citation style format. Okay. Now, I just shown up this kind of content what is there in Mendeley, and you can add the reference, import file from your computer. You can import a folder, one particular folder itself from your computer to library, or import library. Suppose you're converting bib text from Zotero to Mendeley, if you're transferring that way also you can do. So, or you can search it directly from Mendeley website, or you can search it from Google Scholar, and then you can copy paste all the things. That in any way you can import the article, and even you can export the article from Mendeley to Zotero. That kind of referencing options also available here, right? If you are allowing me, I can go to show Zotero how it works. Otherwise, I'll stop here already. My time is up. So it's very difficult for me to cover up within 1 hour. Since it is a 3-hour thing I need to do, but within 1 hour I'm trying to finish, but somehow I cover up Mendeley. So if you are allowing me, I can go for Zotero also, because people have started leaving. Anyone? Or organizer, please.
Yeah. So any queries, please participants, you can raise. Otherwise, we'll wind up today's session.
Yes.
So since it's a very limited time, it's a wide topic, we couldn't able maybe explore all the things, but you will get an outline, overview. So any queries we'll raise, or otherwise we'll move to the vote of thanks. Yes, since it's late, so it's wonderful experience to gain knowledge on this reference management. So thank you, sir. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Palraj, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, V.O.CHIDAMBARAM College, THOOTHUKUDI, to propose the vote of thanks. Sir, please, over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening to all. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the Department of Commerce, V.O.CHIDAMBARAM College, THOOTHUKUDI. First of all, I thank our principal and principal in charge, who are the instrumental for conducting this program. Next, I thank the resource person of this session, Dr. Perumal Raja, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Nagaland University, Nagaland. He demonstrated the efficient research report writing with the help of reference management tools like Mendeley, which is not only save the time of the researcher, but also construct the references in a prescribed format quietly. He completely covered the new ideas of constructing the reference model, which is more useful for the researchers. I thank our head of the department, Dr. Sorisa, and other faculty members whose contributions are remarkable in conducting this program. Dr. Shaila, an organizer of this program, deserves for appreciation in coordinating in a cordial manner. Last but not least, the participants who showed their positive and overwhelming response towards this program with active participation. Hope the participants gained a knowledge transcending their innate research potential in report writing. I thank everyone who are attended this program and making this a successful one. கலந்து கொண்ட அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி, வணக்கம். Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much for
much.
your patience and attending effective participation. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So thank you so much, sir, resource person Perumal Raja sir, for the nice, wonderful, short and sweet session. Thank you so much once again from our college and from on the behalf of our department. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much, ma'am, for
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Thank you
Thank
so much, sir. Everyone, thank you all organizers, principal sir and secretary sir, everyone. It's give me a immense pleasure for the delivering lectures to the 75 years old college, and it's very I mean, it's extremely happy I am, and you have a wonderful audience here all. And thank you so much for your patient listening. Thank you, ma'am, once again for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
thank you,
Okay, sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So feedback link is posted in the chat box. Please participants fill the feedback link